Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to the North Shore 9 podcast presented by FanDuel. I'm your host, Anthony DiNardo. With me, we have Ty, we have Jim, and fellas, it is opening night of baseball. Pirates are be playing baseball in, well, less than a day, half a day, basically. What is going on? How's everyone doing tonight?
Hope springs eternal, you guys. Opening days tomorrow. Yeah, it doesn't get much better than this.
Yeah, I'm excited to stop talking about the hypotheticals. And naturally, tonight's going to be all hypotheticals, but I'm excited to just talk real baseball. We're going to do that 162 times this year, at least.
At least.
162 plus.
That's right.
Plus. Love that.
We'll
see where our over-unders go.
So I broke out the jersey again. I realized when I put this on today, I was like, I feel like the only time I wear this is once a year, and it's for this show. So here it is. Here it is. Break out the Pirates script. It's not the new City Connects that were leaked. How about those? But yeah, tomorrow baseball begins. We're gonna have post-game shows powered by Primanti Brothers, giving away potentially. Well, we will be giving away 4 sandwiches on every win to 2 winners. Man, this day could not have come quick enough. And there's good baseball potentially to be played.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. Like, this is the most exciting I've been going into a season in quite some time. So yeah, hopefully we see. Let's just see some competitive baseball this year. That's all. And this is one of my favorite episodes of the year that we do. We each have 5 topics where we're gonna ask the other 2. We're essentially gonna pick out a stat line. We're gonna go over. We're gonna go under, and then we're gonna revisit this at the end of the year and see who knows ball the most.
And Ryan was me.
It'll probably be me.
I love how
wasn't it me last year?
I think it was Tyler last year, but it's been me like the last 4 years prior. So
yeah, but we've proven that you've cheated. It's a proven fact.
Yeah, you're a cheater. Kentucky people cheat.
How
Cheated.
so?
That
John
doesn't matter.
Calipari, you're from Kentucky,
Not
whole thing.
Revealing my sources.
All right. Well, do we want to get into this?
Yes. So, as always, how we get into it is we ask us a really stupid question, right? Is that not how we get into things now?
Let's do it. Let's ask the stupid question, and we'll jump right into this.
Did I lose?
Oh my gosh.
Where's the wheel?
Oh, no. Hold up.
There we go. Let's see. Now you gotta put the right overlay in. Yeah, you were in the wrong.
How about this?
We're in the wrong thing there.
Let's play it, and then I'll do this.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
So yeah, the really stupid co-host is going to ask a really stupid question, and that the stupid co-host is me. Just so everyone knows. Make that clear.
All day to prepare for this. Had it wrong.
I put it
All
on
right.
Bucko Brews.
While you're bringing up the wheel, so we're gonna spin the wheel. We're gonna ask one person a really stupid random question. We're gonna hope that they answer while we're live, and we will unveil their answer while we are live. So while DiNardo brings up that wheel, I'm gonna go ahead and read the question while he's spinning it. But the stupid random question for today is: what's the most useless thing you've ever spent money on? So what is the most useless thing you've ever spent money on? And we are going to ask Colin Moran. Don't you know? You know what? That's fitting, though. Colin Moran, just an opening day monster, right? So, all right. I am going to send this to Colin Moran while you clean up the overlay there, DiNardo.
You got it.
Tyler, why don't you go ahead and preview this next segment?
Well, before we do that, let me just tell you how much I loved Colin Moran, to the point where I bought a jersey for Colin Moran after the trade, just because I knew how much people hated the trade. I was a Colin Moran guy coming out of the draft. Maybe I don't know ball because it didn't work out. But I did buy a Colin Moran jersey. It's in my closet still. But yeah, we're gonna get into the over-unders here. Naturally, I won that one last year. Jim and DiNardo suck at this so bad, guys.
Why? Why do I suck at this so bad?
Well,
I
actually,
dominate
never mind.
this. Every
Jim
year
doesn't
when
suck
there's
at
not
this.
a cheater involved.
DiNardo's terrible at this.
Bull.
I think he's been shut out. Am I wrong there, Jim? I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't think DiNardo's ever won this before.
I don't remember DiNardo win.
Yeah.
Maybe we just
Again,
have better questions.
Yeah.
Jim cheats.
So
But
we're
here's the
going to go
thing.
through. We've got
Sure.
5 questions apiece. We're going to roll through. So that's 15 questions total that we'll have for the show. And then at the end of the show, we'll do our actual season predictions in terms of wins and losses. And yeah, that's kind of the tiebreaker. I believe we've used that as a tiebreaker in the past. So who wants to start?
That's gonna need
Yep.
broken.
Well, I'll put it this way. I've gone ahead and just put just how we were going here, Jim, myself, and Tyler. So let's just go ahead and start with Jim. So you'll ask the question. So again,
Okay.
all of us will ask 5 questions and I'll dominate this and we'll go from there.
All right. Let's go ahead and start with this one. All right. Newly acquired Brandon Lowe. I feel like he's a guy that, during spring training, we haven't really talked a whole lot about him. Kind of a quiet spring, had a little bit of an injury issue there towards the end of it, but played the last couple games. All right. So Brandon Lowe, over or under 24.5 home runs as a Pirate.
Can I throw a challenge flag? What if he gets signed for a second year?
As a Pirate in 2026.
Well, these are all
But we know Jim. He's going to try to find like a way out of this.
True.
Like all of a sudden at the end of the
So-
year.
Over under
No, well, he's not done yet.
24.5 homers. He hit 31 last year.
You want to go or you want me to go to DiNardo?
strategically, I want you to go, but I can go if you want.
I can go. Don't worry. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. You've never won before. I know how that feels. I'm a winner. You're not. I wasn't a winner till I was, but now I'm a winner. I'm going under. And I'm only going under because I just don't know if he's going to play enough games. I could see 22, 23, 21, and he's only hit over 24 twice in his career, last year being one of them. I think the amount of games played is going to hurt a little bit. I'm going under there, but I still think he has a good year.
He's like 5'3". Is that what it's now been officially revealed as? Since all the weights and measurements have to be 100% accurate.
I think he's officially 5'9".
He's 5'9". He's like 5'9", 170 something, isn't he? I don't know how he does it. And it's funny because that was like the talk during spring training. I can't tell you how many times Gorman, I felt like had to bring it up in every presser and whatnot. Like, how does he do it? And I agree with him. But he does it. He does it. Like you said, he hit 31 last year. I felt PNC might be a little tougher for him. I feel like, again, like, is that an anomaly? No. But 24.5, I'm going to go under. But just ever so slightly. Like if he hits 23 home runs, that's a good year from him, probably. That's such a good number. Damn you, Jim.
I think 20, like 2.5 would have been a really good number here. But I could see us both being wrong here. He could hit
All right.
25. No,
For sure.
If you're both wrong, that's good for me, obviously.
it is. That's
But
true.
there's also, like you said, like injury risk. There's some like, will he just take some days off? That's the wild card of a number here. But
I will
he's
say
healthy at
Brandon Lowe was
35.
one of those guys that was difficult to hammer down a number for me because I couldn't figure. It was the games played part of it. I couldn't figure out where to go with it, so I just kind of left that one off.
Comments here. We've got Steel City says, man, I would have literally said 24. over, but like 25 under. If he gets to 20, it's all gravy. He'll hit 23 under. So, all right. Seems like that's a pretty good number.
Yeah. All right. So I guess it's my turn then.
Yep.
Let's do this. Let's get this one out the way as well. I'm going to own this person. Oneil Cruz. Now, last year I did a combination, home runs and stolen bases. And man, he put up them stolen bases to help out. Let's do something a little different here, but close to it. We know he's going to steal some bases. We know he's going to hit some home runs. Last year we're talking about could it be a 30-50? Who knows? So I'm going to ask you, over and under 24.5 home runs and 24.5 stolen bases this year.
Hold on. That's two. That's two over unders.
No, this is the over and under.
No, it's not. Like
if he gets
combine them.
So you're saying, does he do 25-25?
He has. Oh, I guess. Okay, yeah, my bad. Just all in all, does he do 25 and 25?
So over under 49.5?
No.
Home runs,
just
or
because theoretically he could have 50 stolen bases and 0 home runs. So yeah, over and under a 24.5 season. Obviously, if he gets 30 and 20, that's not an over.
Who's up?
I'll go since you went first last time. 24.5 is a lot. FanDuel has his home run set at 21.5. Let me just double check that because I bet it. FanDuel has him at over at 21.5, and I took the over there. But 24.5, that's a few more. I'm going to say this is the year that Oneil Cruz finally puts some stuff together, and I'm going to go over. Barely on the homers, but I'm gonna say over. Let's just go ahead and let's go for it.
I'm also going to take the over. The reason I'm taking the over is, I mean, last year it felt like it was a 30-30 season in July. And then August 1st started and he hit 3 home runs the rest of the year. He was there last year. He just really struggled down the stretch. I will take the over here.
Lots of overs in the chat too. We've got an over both. Yes, should be 30-30, over, 1 under, over. Yeah. So feels like we're pretty high on Oneil Cruz right now.
So at least a 25-25 season.
So I'm saying yes on 25-25. Yep.
I love it.
I think the stolen bases aren't really a question.
I agree.
Oddly enough, it's weird how that's how he's become.
Right.
All right. Cool.
All right. My turn.
Adam.
Let's go with the mayor here. And I'm going to drop a Jake Mangum one. Jake Mangum over under 115.5 hits.
Ooh. I had a Jake Mangum one on my list too, so I might have to drop that. But yeah, this one's going to be DiNardo going first.
I'm going to go under. And I like Jake. I do. Is he going to do what he did last year? I don't know. Hopefully. He looked good in spring. But I also just see like being the 4th outfielder on this team. Also the password lurking. I don't know if, like the playing time might not come at so much of a premium to get that. I think it's not even so much of like, I don't like him. It's maybe just more of, the opportunity.
Yeah. I mean, last year he had 120 hits and that was in 428 plate appearances. I think he's going to be sub 400 plate appearances. Like if everything goes right here, I don't think he plays enough to get to 1 115.5.
115.5.
Yeah, I think he's gonna have a decent year. I like him a lot. I'm just the other outfielders have to play so much that I don't think he's gonna get there in terms of playing time. So I'm gonna say under as well.
So 2 unders.
So none of
Zips
us
projects him at
disagree.
116.
Yeah, Zips has him at 116 with 410 plate appearances.
And like you said, Jim, it depends on how many he gets.
Yeah.
It's basically, does he get 400 and does he hit 280 plus?
Right. Yep. Lots of unders in the chat. Gregory says over though. Says he'll play once Cruz quits in May. But yeah, lots of unders. And I think it's just going to be a matter of playing time with him. All right. I'm up. Let's just go ahead and get this out of the way. Paul Skenes. He did an interview today where he said that he can be better than he was last year. That's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. And just realistically, projection systems have him in like the 2.8 range on ERA. But, we are very much Paul Skenes enthusiasts here. Paul Skenes over or under 2.245 ERA. 2.245 ERA over under Paul Skenes.
I'll go ahead and kick it off if you want.
Yeah.
I'm going under. He's going to have a 1.980 ERA, guys. Like the track record shows it. 1.96, 1.97, 1.98. Easy peasy. He's going to have an 8 WAR and probably be the MVP. Under.
All right.
Just for the record, what was the number again? 2 point what?
2.245.
Okay. Not that this means anything because I'm going under and he's going to smash it. You wanted me to bet against Paul Skenes? Like, is that what you wanted me to do? And it's crazy. It's like, I'm smashing this. I thought you were going to come out and say like a 2.05. 2.2.
There were 2 pitchers
4,
last year
5.
under this number. 2 pitchers. Him and Scoop.
Okay. Right. All right. And one of them was named Paul Skenes. And has Paul Skenes ever been
right.
over a 2? Let alone a
hasn't.
2.05, a 2.10, a 2.2, a 2.25. He's smashing this. Paul Skenes is going to have he's going to be closer to a 1.5 than 2.25.
All right. Again, some more similar thinking. I thought that was a fair number. That's still well above his better than his projections. And again, only 2 pitchers even got close to that number last year, and it was just Scooble and Skenes. Chat is kind of mixed. We do have a lot of unders, lots of unders, but we've got some overs thrown in there as well. So
this one, I'll say, is a good point. ABS will hurt him, I think, and we did talk about that. Like, I am curious how ABS affects just gameplay in general. All pitchers.
ABS could hurt him. And Martin brings up a good point too. His defense isn't very good either.
They'll be
still not
unearned.
betting against Paul Skenes, guys. Not doing it. Won't have it. But they might be right. Also, just one bad game will blow that up. Like his ERA was so low.
It was so
one bad game blows that up.
Yeah, but he'll have 220 innings this year, so just a blip on the map.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're probably
we need some divisiveness here. Let's get a good one.
We'll stop asking dumb questions like that, Jim. 2.25 all Skenes. Silly. How about this one? I'm going to go for this one now because I think this is interesting and entertaining, and I'm going to set it up for you. I think a lot of us are thinking about this year of like kind of similar like 2013, 14, 15. You know, there's some similarities in this team, what they're built on, how they're coming up. They were bad last year offensively, folks. Very, very, very bad. One position had above 100 weighted runs created plus. One position hit above average, and that was the DH role. So I'm going to ask you, back then there was no DH. In 2013, I believe they had 5 positions that were above. No, 4. I think it was 4 above 100. In 14, it was like 7. And then in 15, it was like 6. So I'm going to ask you, how many positions this year will hold above a 99.5 weighted runs created plus? And I'm putting that at 5.5. And of course, this year now has a DH involved. So 5.5 positions that will have above average weighted runs created plus. I'm sorry, an average or above. 5.5.
5.5.
Talk this through, folks.
I'm going. Is it my turn?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going under. I'm going under. I think 5 is about like as good as they can do right now, and that's assuming first base, second base, and all the outfield positions.
No DH.
Oh yeah, there's that. You know what? One of the outfield positions is going to get thrown off with something. So I'm gonna go under. I'm gonna say there's 5.
Yeah, by my count, I think 6 should be over in a 100 weighted
should
runs
be.
created plus. The problem is that if anybody gets injured, it gets ugly really quick. But I'm gonna take the over here. I think first base they'll be fine because everybody's a first baseman on this team. DH is where it might get a touch hairy because who knows who's going to play there. And I mean, who knows what Connor Griffin does? Maybe shortstop ends up being above average. So I'm going to go over.
Yeah. I think they should be over. They should be over. But like you mentioned, I think if one thing happens,
then
I think it drops down to probably 5.
Oh, so that was the most confusing question ever.
Yeah, that was, but we got it. But we split. There you go. It's our first split. All right.
Tie.
All right. Let's mix it up here. We got a guy that's coming off injury, Jared Jones. My question with Jared Jones here. Over under 99.5 maximum velocity. Basically, is Jared Jones going to hit 100 this year at all? Or come close?
That's I like that one. But you know what? Smash me the over. You can't be part of the Hundo boys if you're not hitting Hundo. And I get he's coming back from Tommy John. Well, actually, not Tommy John. That's the thing. Not Tommy John, right? Different surgery. But he is obviously coming off of a major arm surgery. But he looks good. And like the dude was pumping, not going full. I mean, he was hitting 95, 96. He's got to hit it one time. I mean, you're asking, will Jared Jones be pissed off to throw one pitch 100 miles an hour this year? Absolute fucking lootly. You know what I mean? Is Jared Jones, like, I think he has it in the tank still after the surgery. So all you're saying is hothead Jared Jones going to be pissed off enough to say, F it, I'm throwing this as hard as I can. One time? Yeah. Give me the over.
Easiest over I've taken so far.
Okay.
Yeah. First off, he throws hard. And I don't think the surgery is going to change that. Second off, I think the Pirates are going to use him depending on what the rotation looks like when he's back. I don't know if he's going to get tossed right into the starting rotation. He might be used in the bullpen a little bit, which means he can maybe go more max effort. So I'm going to say absolutely over on this one.
I think that's one that one's going to win me something at the end of the year because I don't think he will.
Well, I think you're wrong.
I hope. Well, I don't know. I just hope he's effective.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I'm definitely going to say over. I don't think his velo is going to be affected too much.
All right, Jim's up.
Let's go back to the pitchers. And we'll go Bubba Chandler. Bubba Chandler. When all is said and done, and the NL Rookie of the Year voting is over, is Bubba Chandler higher or lower than 3.5 place?
Damn, that's good. Well, I think I'm first on this, right? So is he top 3 in Rookie of the Year?
I think it might be me.
Tyler's first.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is a tough one, Jim. What are you going to say, DiNardo?
Well, I think FanDuel has him 5th, right?
Yeah.
The most recent as I recall, I think he was 5th. Now Connor's no longer first, but still top 3. Okay. I mean, I'll go first if you want to, Ty.
No, I could take it.
Okay.
I'm going to go over. I think he does. I actually think he has a better shot at it than Connor Griffin at this point. And then Noel McLean, I think, is going to be up there. Outside of that, I think Bubba Chandler has a legitimate shot. If he has like a 320 to 350 ERA, I think top 3 is in the ballpark. I'm taking the over. Well, it would be the under, right?
I guess the higher. He's going to be higher than 3.5.
He will be higher than.
Okay.
He'll be 3 or higher. That is my pick.
Oh, you taking the over then? He's going to be.
He will be higher than 3.
Okay. You set that all up like you're going to take the under.
Yeah.
No. I mean, higher means first, second, or third.
Right.
Oh, okay. Got you. Okay. Well, then I am taking the under. And I can listen. It's no slight to him at all. And he very well could do this. But if I guess I'm going to bet and maybe a little strategery here against Tyler, I'm going to go under just because, I mean, it's tough. And also, like, Connor Griffin exists. And he very well could be in this also. But, I mean, it very well could be Bubba and not Connor. You know, like, the nice thing about Bubba starting last year is he got a little bit of experience behind him now. He's seen Major League batters. He's going to be here a full year, hopefully. And he has everything going for him. But the fact that he's a pitcher, voters tend to side towards everyday hitters. So there's that. There's that in a sense. So I'm going to go, I guess, under. He'll place 4th.
Yeah, chat's kind of split on this one too. We've got a higher, under, easiest higher of the vid, lower, higher, lower, lower, higher. Yeah, it's.
But I don't know which one lower and higher means.
Higher.
We got to remember it when we tally this up.
Like it's a
You're
list.
higher
right?
on the list.
Are you higher
Or-
on the list or lower?
It depends which way we're looking at it. Like, is
But
1, 2,
one's
3,
the
then
lowest
you're
number.
lower.
Why would you be
Like-
looking at the list upside down?
Because if I'm on
list is-
steps, then like
it's a list.
I'm on floor 1.
All right. So Tyler's
So-
higher, DiNardo's lower.
All right. So I'll
He
tell you
will
what.
be top 3.
All right.
I will piggyback that question for this over and under. Mine are a little bit different. You know, I kind of switch these questions up a little bit to have some fun here. You speak about Bubba. We're talking about a guy who's going to be potentially top 3 in Rookie of the Year voting. So I'm going to come at you. Braxton Ashcraft. Yes, Gregory Hoyle. Rosati is cheating again. Braxton Ashcraft's over and under of Bubba Chandler's ERA. Essentially, who's going to have the better ERA? Will Braxton have it or will Bubba have it?
My turn, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
So it's a Braxton Ashcraft over under Bubba ERA.
Chandler's ERA.
Okay, under. I think Braxton Ashcraft has an outstanding season. We haven't even gotten to it yet, but yeah, Braxton Ashcraft is going to get Cy Young votes this year. So give me the under.
Can we just clip that part real quick?
You can clip
Cody,
that
are
up.
you
You can
around?
save it. You can
That is
bookmark
going
it,
to
whatever
be a
you want to
quote
say.
tomorrow.
There will be Braxton Ashcraft will get Cy Young votes in 2026.
I hate how high we all are on Braxton Ashcraft. If he was healthy, I don't think it would be a question. I'm taking the under as well. I think Braxton Ashcraft
Is it, dude?
Guys, I think he might be better than Bubba. At the end of the day, I think he's better than Bubba. I love Braxton Ashcraft. The innings might be an issue, but also might help me and Jim here. Because if he throws like 100, 110, he's not really going to have those blow up starts because they're not going to let him.
That's fair. Probably.
Yeah, I love Braxton Ashcraft.
So you're under? Or you don't know
Yeah,
yet?
I'm with you on it.
All
I
right.
wish you would have went over there.
I like it. I feel like we've all been getting Braxton pilled this spring. So I felt this is like a really good question.
He looked so good last year.
Well,
And he looked really good this spring. Like,
really good.
yeah,
He's really good.
he's good.
Got to
He's a
be
good
healthy.
pitcher. Yeah. Okay. Tyler.
All right. You know what? Let me just drop it to the Lowe grad.
Love it.
I'm keeping these ones simple. I don't need like the whole spiel like DiNardo does, but Henry Davis over under 219.5 batting average. Is he going to hit 220?
That's a good number. That's a good number. God, I want.
Perfectly done. Carl Moran has responded. Jim, can you tee up the question once again?
Yes. So the question is, what's the most useless thing you've ever spent money on?
And I think as we've all can agree, if you've played any 2K games, myself, definitely NBA 2K, VC on 2K. Who doesn't want the new Jordans?
That's a good answer. Really, any
has
sort
not
of
spent-
virtual currency on any game at all.
Right.
That's a pretty good answer.
Yeah.
Say, who has not spent more money on fake clothes, virtual clothes, than actual real clothes?
Yeah.
You got to look fly in the game.
I was
Good
gonna-
answer,
answer.
Colin Moran.
Colin Moran, good answer. Yep.
I was going to say the keyboard piano that I have in my bedroom that I bought when I had a few too many drinks one night, but that's a good answer too.
Have you set that up yet?
No, it's still in the box.
Just to take 15 seconds out. Tyler literally just
I don't need
texted
it.
us one night. He's like, I bought a piano
Yeah, I had too many drinks that night.
out of the blue.
He did get really excited about that piano. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still in the
All right.
box.
Jesus. That was like 5 months ago.
The VC, yeah, that'll do it for you.
Good stuff, Colin. All right, Jim. Where are you at on your Louisville grad?
You know what? I love you, Henry Davis, but the odds are not in your favor here. I gotta take the under. I gotta take the under. I hope to God it's over. And if it's over, then that's a really good thing. But I mean, 213, 144, 167. That's what he's done so far. Like I can't take the over.
Jim, you and I have agreed on every Tyler question. I can't play strategy and go different here. I saw him in spring. I'm not taking the over. I'm going under as well. I'm sorry. Now, Henry, buddy, if you could hit over 220, that would be fantastic. I hope you do. I want to be wrong. But unlike Paul, I am going to bet against you.
We're talking about a 220 batting average.
I know. That's all. That's all. It
Yeah,
is.
we are.
Like he can't hit he can't hit under 200. He can't hit like he did last year. It's not. They
But he
can't
could hit 210.
keep
Oh, well, last year it was way under 200.
I know,
So,
but
I
he
think-
cannot do that again.
Yeah,
no, he can't.
he
He
could.
can't do that. He can't do that again. It needs to be a little bit better. But
We're talking about
220 would imply it's
10 hits?
64 points higher.
how many
Real
hits is that?
question. If we move the decimal point over to the left, who has a higher number, Paul Skenes ERA or Henry Davis's batting average?
The bad thing is I thought about making it the Mendoza line.
That's a good question too. That's a good question.
Yeah.
I should have made that one of my over-unders.
That one's tough. That one's really tough.
Who has
He's
a
gonna
higher
hit
number,
240
Paul
this
Skenes or
year.
Henry Davis?
He's gonna hit 240 this year, and you guys are stupid.
I hope so. I hope
I don't
to
think he will.
God. I hope to God.
Yeah,
Chat's pretty split on this too. They all really, really want it to be over. Actually, lots of overs. Lots of overs.
All right.
20.
Yeah. So I don't know. Everybody's got
My
more faith in
hopium is
Henry
kicking
Davis.
in.
And I said, I think he can do it. I can't bet on it.
And like that's fair. I also said like I'm not going to bet against Henry Davis.
Yeah.
But for this stat for this year, I will.
It's I. Please prove us wrong, Henry. Please prove it. Please prove us wrong.
Seriously.
All right.
This is all my fault though, guys. If I just had taken the video instead of snapping a picture, would have changed Henry Davis's career all around.
That's a good point.
Thanks.
All right. We're through 3 rounds of this. We each have 2 more. Let's go ahead and throw this over to Cody, and we'll be back with the rest of them.
This episode is brought to you by IQ Bar, our exclusive snack hydration sponsor. IQ Bar protein bars, IQ Mix hydration mixes, and IQ Joe mushroom coffees are the delicious, low-sugar, brain and body fuel you need to win your day. The Ultimate Sampler Pack is a great way for you to try all IQ Bar products and flavors. You get 9 IQ bars, 8 IQ Mix sticks, and 4 IQ Joe sticks. All IQ Bar products are clean label certified and entirely free from gluten, dairy, soy, GMOs, and artificial ingredients. With over 20,000 5-star reviews and counting, more people than ever are fueling their lifestyles with IQ Bar's brain and body boosting bars, hydration mixes, and mushroom coffees. The Ultimate Sampler Pack includes all 3. My personal favorites so far have been the almond butter chip and the iced tea lemonade hydration mix. It's just really full of flavor. I love starting my day with it, and I couldn't imagine starting my day with anything else other than IQ Bar products. Right now, IQ Bar is offering our podcast listeners 20% off all IQ Bar products, including the Ultimate Sampler Pack, plus free shipping. To get your 20% off, text MLB to 64,000. That's MLB 64000. Message and data rates may apply. See terms for details.
Will
All right.
Henry Davis hit
64,000.
That would be outstanding. All right.
Good.
None of us have really talked too much about this yet, so let's just go ahead and get it out of the way. My turn. So, Connor Griffin. This is a before or after question. Before or after. As we all know, Connor Griffin reassigned to minor league camp starting the year in Indianapolis. If he's called up by April 9th, his PPI eligibility remains intact. But here's my question to you guys. Before or after major league debut, Connor Griffin's major league debut, before or after midnight on the morning of May 1st. So essentially, is Connor going to debut in April, or is Connor going to debut after April?
If it's like after April 9th, it's stupid. Like doing it April 15th would be dumb. I'm going after. So I'm taking the over here. I think there's a shot that Connor Griffin is up in June. Think there's a shot for that. That's what I'll take here. He's still only 19. And if he struggles out the gate, they're not calling him up. I'll take the over here, but I hope it's the under.
You know, Ty, you get a lot of criticism on YouTube. Unwarranted.
Well,
I mean, Tyler knows ball,
no, not really.
but I'm done backing you up, buddy. This is so stupid. Everyone hammer Tyler in the comments right now. If you're watching this in the comments right now, tell Tyler how wrong he is. But I mean, I'm smashing. This is the easiest one on the list so far. I'm taking the under. Connor, I'll see you by the 9th.
I don't think we will.
Wow. All right. That's a tough one. Because, yeah, it just depends on what the Pirates want to do there.
Like, if it's between like April 9th or April 10th and May 1st, it's stupid. What's the point?
Correct.
Be before that, then.
It is stupid.
But then at that point, it's stupid to send them down. So here we are. A stupidity off.
That's got to be a quote. Here we are. The stupidity off.
All right, so we're split. We're split on Connor Griffin's debut.
Well, that erases mine. I was doing it by service days. So I like how you did that. But mine was also going to be
used his
based off
brain.
of PPI eligibility.
You
So
didn't make
Tyler
you didn't
was-
make me do math.
Yeah, you got to make it easy.
Well, if he's PPI eligible or not. All right.
You could just
Let's
said
have a
you
little
didn't
fun
make that.
here. Now, this is question 4, right? So I'll save my
Question
fun
4.
one for the end. What have we not really done? We haven't done too much bullpen, have we?
We haven't done any bullpen.
So let's kick it to the bullpen. And actually I gotta pull up the numbers here. Actually, I think at the top of my head. Last year I said this. I remember I did this exact one. Dennis Santana's whip. And I think last year I put it at a 0.99. And you guys both said the over because he had a 109 the year before. Last year he obliterated. I think it's a 0.82.
8-7.
Okay, 8.7. Close enough. So I'm going to ask the same thing. I'm going right back to it. Dennis Santana's whip, over and under of a 0.999.
I love Dennis Santana, but that is such a low, it's such a low whip. And yeah, he did it last year. But I gotta go over. I can't in my conscience predict someone to have a whip under 1. So I'm going to go over, but I don't think it's by very much. I think Dennis Santana is awesome. A lot of people saying he's due for regression, blah blah blah. No, he's good. But I think the whip is going to be slightly over 1.
I am also going to go over here. I hate the fact that I have to agree with Jim, but I tried to do the mental gymnastics in my head to try to find a way to go under here. I don't think I can do that. I don't know who in the comments earlier mentioned that the defense might be a problem here. Defense might be a problem here. Balls in play might be an issue. Dennis Santana, not a big strikeout guy. I'm going to go over.
So over for both of you, huh? I'll put that in here. But so here's the thing. And remember, this is why I talked about it. Because when he came over to Pittsburgh, he had that blow up, that 6 earned runs, outing or appearance, I should say. Right away, at that point forward, he was dominant. So since after that, after that moment, he has had a 0.85 whip for his Pirates tenure. After his second appearance with the Pirates, that blow up. That's also in 113 innings pitched. So he was actually better. Like this year was the regression at the .87.
Yeah, he's been really good. I mean, he's been outstanding. Outstanding.
Yeah, and I'm sure after that blow up, I definitely jumped on the post-game show and said, he'll be fine. Stick with him. He's going to be a major league closer. I'm almost positive
Absolutely.
that came out of my mouth.
Exactly what I'm sure you said. Yep.
I can almost promise I said that. Don't look it up.
No, that's when I was defending you in the comments also. That's what, like, Tyler, you're so dumb. He's absolutely not a major leaguer.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I see it, guys. And
No, I think
you're right.
No, it was definitely Neil that was doing that. Paul. It was definitely Neil.
Love it.
Let's see. Chat here is over, under. So lots of overs. Again, I think Santana is going to have a good year. I don't think there's regression, but that's just a low number. And I know he's done it the last 2 seasons, but it's a low number.
No, I mean, totally fair.
All right, Tyler.
Yeah, I've got some guys on my list. I'd like to mix a little bit more reliever stuff in here. I still have some more questions. Do I save some? Do I not? You know what? Let's go with... I'm going Gregory Soto. I have to, because I'm the one that has poo-pooed on him so much. So I feel like I have to ask you guys about Gregory Soto. All of his projections are so low. So low for Soto. 3.795 ERA for Gregory Soto. Is he breaking 380? He hasn't done it in 3 years. I don't think he's doing it, but you guys are so high on him. Tell me why he will. No, go ahead. Tell me.
Does Jim go first on this?
380.
Basically. 3.795.
Expected ERA last year was 3.83. Expected ERA 2 years before that was 2.78. He's a guy who hasn't performed to the expected numbers normally throughout his career. And could be because of the home run rate. I think so. 3.80, below 3.80.
Essentially, yes.
I am going to say under 3.80 ERA for Gregory Soto. I think it was a really good signing. I like him. The stuff is still there. I think we saw it in spring training. Like, the stuff is great. He's going to walk a few people here and there, but he's still going to get tons of swing and miss stuff. I think the home run rate, as long as it just goes down just a clip, which hopefully it does at PNC Park, especially if he's facing a lot of lefties. 3.80 ERA under for Gregory Soto.
And just want to clarify, you did say 3.799.
Yeah.
7.9.
Okay.
Yeah, essentially, yes.
Okay. No, I mean, this is a really good one. I want to bring something up here, though. I think you can be a good, I mean, this goes back to like relievers for ERAs for relievers, right? Like, don't really base how good they are as far as the ERA. And I think this is where Gregory Soto can be looked at as like, oh, he's not that good, but like he's prone to like the beginning. And if that makes sense. So he'll let a game escape him and that'll be shut down for a few. And that's why I think at the end of the year, like his ERA might be a little bit higher. And like that could suggest that he didn't have as good as a year for like maybe some common fans looking at that would think. So like I want to pull something up here to make this example. So last year, Caleb Ferguson, lefty also. Solid year. I think all of us thought 3.74 ERA. Like that's right around that. And I think that's a good comparison. So that's also why I am going to go over here. This is where my strategy is going to come. I'm going to go different from Jim. But I am going to go over. But I still think like he has a good year. I think you'll look at this and say the contract was worth it. He comes up in big moments, but maybe the ERA is sitting at like up 3.83.
That's stupid, but okay.
Says the guy who says, "Oh, Connor Griffin's going to be up here in like I don't like probably November."
Not a word that came out of my mouth, but okay.
All right, so I'm under, you're over.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to be right on that one.
I hope, or else this was a waste of money.
Okay, last question, last round, right? Last round?
Yeah, actually it is.
Okay. Let's do a fun one. There's a few on here I still want to talk about, but I feel like we need to get a fun one into. Pittsburgh Pirates pitching staff as a whole. Over, under 4.5 balks.
Box? We're talking about box? Not a game.
We're
not
talking
a game.
about
About
we're
you-
talking about balks.
You said fun.
Over under 4.5 balks for the season as a pitching staff. Keep in mind, if there's a position player pitching or whatever, that counts. Like 4.5 balks for the year.
Like, what's an average team have? I don't
So
even
to
know the
give you-
context.
So to give you just some context, right? Last year, the Pirates were outstanding at balks. They only had 2 all of last season. The Angels had 10, the White Sox had 10, Twins had 10, Marlins had 10. The league average was like 5 to 6. There were
Okay.
11 teams with less than 5.
And that sounds about right-ish, but that's good to hear now also.
Yeah. So 4.5 balks by your 2026 Pittsburgh Pirates.
I can't
Under?
believe I'm going to lose this game because of
Sure.
balks at the end of the year.
Under?
This is why Jim cheats.
I mean,
Keep in
I'm
mind
looking at
also-
the.
So 2025 they had 2, 2024 they had 10.
Now, granted, they don't have like any lefties in the starting rotation, so maybe no box. Well, I guess lefties don't get called for box unless you're Tyler Anderson, apparently, according to the Fox Sports box stats. Under? Sure. Nobody knows what a balk is. They're not calling it. These umpires suck.
They called him last year,
Not on the Pirates.
not on the Pirates.
Paul Skenes doesn't box, so we're good.
So what's your answer?
Under.
Say it.
I did.
So
All right.
last year the Pirates had 2 balks. They were Johan Oviedo and Ryan Barucki.
The king.
Damn lefty.
Well, they're both gone. So Pirates are trending to have 0 balks this year.
Yeah, no box.
So based solely on that logic alone, I'm going with under.
Now I got to root for balks.
Good. You should.
All right.
All right. Is it my turn now?
It's your turn.
See, I'm going to ask a fun question, but I'm also going to give context, unlike some people.
I gave context.
Eventually.
yeah, I don't know where to look up box stats.
All right. There's been a lot of noise around Don Kelly in spring training from Pittsburgh. It's a Pittsburgh guy, a blue collar guy. Last year was all about Donnie Ball. And what did we see from Donnie Ball early on? Donnie walking to the dugout, then walking behind the dugout because he was ejected from the game. So I want to give you guys the over and under on ejections by Donnie Ball. Now, Aaron Boone led with 7. Marmol had 6. Don Kelly had 4 himself when he came in. All right. So the over and under on Don Kelly getting ejected. And by the way, here's also what I'm going to set up for you because I'm like, you know what? This is a fun question, but damn it, it's going to be hard to track. No, say less. I already got with Cody. We're going to have a Donnie getting ejected graphic. We're going to have a counter this year. When Don Kelly gets ejected, we'll have the graphic up there. We'll have the counter. We'll tell you how many times it's happened. Over and under on Don Kelly ejections, 5.5.
It's a lot of ejections.
It's a lot. I actually had this on my list. I had it at 3.5. So I'm going under. That's a lot of ejections. I think Don Kelly, he started off a little hot, with his temper. And with it being his first full season now, he's going to be a little more calm in the dugout. Also, with ABS, there's going to be less reasons to get ejected. So I'm going to go under.
I'm taking the over. I think the under is the right answer, but I don't care. I'll take the over. I know ABS is here. Don't care. You know what? Don Kelly built his staff this year. So now whenever he has to exit a game because he wants to yell at an umpire, he can trust the guys that are in the dugout. We'll take the over here. Be different than Jim. Screw it. Over. Don Kelly's going to lose his mind a bunch of times. Why not? He'll find something to complain about. I would too.
Love it.
We do
Can I
that.
add something here also?
Yes.
This team's going to potentially be good. He was trying to inject life, and it was like, you know what, guys? You actually, all of you are pathetic. You're not worth my time getting ejected. So I'm just going to stop now. Now, he's got his boys back because we're here to do some damage and win some ball games. So that fire is coming back, baby.
Also, who knows? Maybe ABS is terrible and it's wrong and he wants to argue it.
Or maybe the umpires will just be spiteful because they get overturned so much. And like, you know what? That guy's out at home. How you like that, Donnie? Huh? How you like that?
Yeah.
Jerry Mills says he's safe. What are you going to do about it?
Yeah, I'm going to say that we see a huge decline in ejections this year.
That's probably the right answer, but I don't want to do that. I want fun.
Comment here. 5 ejections for Henry Davis strikeouts looking. This is how you win 2 over and unders in 1.
All right. Bring us home, Tyler, on this one.
All right. I've got a list still of probably normal over-unders, but let's end it fun. Over-under 2.5 Primanti Brothers sandwich winners for Tai Tai's dad.
Oh, this is the best one yet.
Big winner last year. Does he win 2.5 does he win 3? We're going to have a lot more viewers this year. Also, potentially more wins.
I think it's DiNardo's turn.
However, the same amount of rigs. Did he win 4 times last year?
At least.
Or more?
At least.
It was
I'm
at
only
least.
saying Tai Tai's dad, not Tai Tai's mom.
Who
She
also
doesn't
won,
count
12
this.
times.
She won like
I mean, I can look it up.
This is good. Yeah. Look up that Lakers email address.
how many Primanti Brothers sandwiches does Tai Tai's dad win?
So, like you said, hopefully, if things go well, thanks to you all, we should have more viewership, but also more wins. But Tyler's dad, I don't know how he knows the strategy behind this. See, this is why I lose, because I like to say he won 3 times. You know, I like to play into things. This is why I lose. I try to play. So sorry, I'm taking the under. I'm going to try to win it this year. I'm not going off of vibes. I'm taking the under.
I mean, yeah, just from a math standpoint, it's got to be the under, right? My dad's in the comments here saying it's fixed. He's been on me for months about how he's never won. So like the fact that Tyler's
once, right?
dad, no, he's my dad's never won. Tyler's dad wins seemingly all the time. So my dad thinks it's rigged. But yeah, I got it's got.
Well, that's what happens when you start the Credo chant.
It's got to be under. It's got to be under.
Can't wait for him to win. Nice little meal for Ty.
All right.
Embezzlement.
You get 2. And guess who the +1 is?
So now it's time for
takes his wife.
Now it's time for our important predictions.
How many games are the Pittsburgh Pirates going to win in 2026? Oh, buddy. Well, I guess we just go around. It's on Jim first. Go ahead, Jim. Tell us how it's going to be 97. Let's get this one clipped up. Where's Cody at? Let's get this one clipped up, baby. Just like last year. Give us your speech.
No, I don't have a speech prepared or anything for this. I will say this. Last year, I was duped. I was duped last year. I thought the team wouldn't be completely terrible. Turns out they were trash. Absolute trash. But you know what? We got Donnie Ball. We got Donnie Ball this year from start to finish. We've got a really good pitching staff. I already told you guys that I think Braxton Ashcraft is getting Cy Young votes this year. I think he's the key to this team. I think you know what you're going to get out of Paul for the most part. I think you know what you're going to get out of Keller for the most part. But I think Braxton Ashcraft is a huge piece to the puzzle here. And I think he's going to just have an awesome season. They added not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 all-stars to this roster over the offseason. 4 all-stars. Pittsburgh Pirates are finishing 87 and 75. They're getting the 3rd wild card, and they're making the playoffs.
Jim gave the LeBron James Miami Heat speech. Not 1, not 2, not 3, 4. So how many wins?
87.
Mark Madden.
Jim was duped last year by, what was his name? DJ Stewart? That's the guy you thought was leading him to the promised land? What are... And I'm supposed to listen to this?
But wait, there's more. Who is the Louisville graduate that spent his whole time in AAA?
DJ Stewart and Nick Solak.
Yeah.
And they do.
You know what? If Nick Solak would have played more games last year, they would have won a significant amount of games, more than 71.
Okay.
I guess it's on me. I'm not going to give you that speech. I am going to say it is funny how polarizing this year is. And I guess I get it. A lot of people are like, it's the Pirates. I mean, it's the Pirates. They're just going to be bad simply because of the name on the front of the jersey. It's the Pirates. And I get that. I understand it to some level. But I feel like if you do look objectively, this team did get significantly better last year. But like significantly better can still be 10 games. And 10 games is still only 81 wins. I mean, they had 71 wins last year. It was pathetic. Now, I think there's some regression to the mean of players getting better. Because think about this. It was also a 76 win 2 years in a row before that. Right? We're talking about 76 wins, and then last year was 71. So I do think they're better. I don't think they did enough to, like, without a doubt, even though again, I explained before, like, it is baseball. Anything can happen. But, like, you're not going into this season without a doubt that, like, this is a playoff roster. things still have to happen. And I'm going to put it at 80. This is where I struggle. And it's only 1 win difference, but I'm going to, for the show, vibes are high. I'll go 84. That's my vibes are high, by the way, number. 84 wins.
I think that's a really good number.
And because of Donnie Ball getting ejected 6 times.
So I feel like for this part of the over-unders, this is where I've really just won every year. Like you guys have overshot it every single year by a significant amount. And I'm always the one like they're going to win 74 to 75 games. And they win 76. So maybe I undershot it. I've been saying it a while. I think it's an 83 win team. I think they win 83 games this year. That puts them in the conversation and something to go right and they could get there. To me, this is an 83 win team. I think they're average to slightly above average. I would have felt a lot better about that 83 win part if Connor Griffin were already here and Nick Gonzalez weren't starting every day and Nick York and Billy Cook weren't on this team and Carmen Majinski weren't the 5th starter. But because hope springs eternal, I will say 83.
83 wins out of tie is pretty significant.
It is.
So let me ask this. I'm the only one who said it. I'm the only one who said the word that they were going to be a playoff team. DiNardo, are your 84 wins good enough?
This is the toughest of them all. I mean, the wins, I think that's about right. Are they a playoff team? It's just like, damn. Man, I don't know. It's gonna be tough. This division is tough itself. Like obviously it's gonna be a wild card, but they're competing with the Reds, they're competing with the Brewers, they're competing. I mean, the NL East. Like there's a lot of teams that will be fighting for that wild card. I'm going to say no. I want them to. Trust me, I want them to. I want to be doing 162 plus. There's nothing more that I want than Pirates playoffs. They can do it. I believe this team can. But again, they just didn't do enough to say, like, this is a playoff team. Hot take. They're going to miss it by 1 game. And that 1 game is going to be regret because, and no shade, but Kutch being in Texas and not here. And it being Billy Cook and Nick York right now. And whoever else it may be.
That's a hot take. Saying they're going to miss by 1 game because Andrew McCutchen is not on the team, that's a take.
There it is. Kutch's going to ball out. To some, I'm not MVP Kutch,
to be
but
fair,
he's going to ball out.
That.
Kutch is going to have a season that Pirates fans are going to say, you know what, maybe they should have had him on the bench.
I could see a season where Kutch is like a 2-win player, and that's the difference.
Honestly, I feel Kutch just needs to be like a 1-win player or close to a 1-win. Because again, with this bench, like, I'm sorry, no shade, but Billy Cook, like, Randy McCutchen.
Oh no, this bench stinks.
You gotta want right now. Nick York,
This bench flat out stinks.
So that's they missed it by 1 game, and they would have said, you know what, maybe if we had Kutch, we would have been there.
I'll say this though, most benches do stink.
Yeah,
like
most
teams don't have good benches. That's why they're benches. Most teams don't have Jake Mangum as 4th outfilders either, who was a 2-WAR player last year.
Well, yeah, he will have over 115.5 hits this year.
But most teams don't have 3 first basemen playing in the outfield also. So
yeah, and a failed shortstop.
All right, so DiNardo's already ended this on a low note. Tyler, is your 83 wins enough?
No. This team hasn't seen 80 freaking 4 wins in a decade.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's
you know
not.
what?
I'm sorry.
We're gonna have a big party here on the North Shore 9 YouTube channel when the Pirates clinch the playoffs. That post-game show is going to be electric. And you know what? Neither of you two are invited. It's gonna be me and Doug, and it's gonna be me, Doug, and Neil on that post-game
All right.
show.
DiNardo, is that a good night for
Promise?
NS9 Light?
I was gonna say, hey,
Yeah, I'll go to the
want to
game.
spend some
Have
want to
fun.
spend some VC bucks?
We will have all the fun this year. You two can just watch.
That's fine. They're gonna
Fernando
do just
knows what's up.
Ben Sherrington's back next year.
Fernando says we're going to the playoffs, no doubt, boys. Trust me.
No,
I am.
I'm excited though. I'm really excited.
Wanting it to happen. I hope I'm wrong. They just put out
FanDuel
third
has the
baseman.
FanDuel has the current over-unders at 79.5. So we're all well over that. On top of that,
think he smashed
Fangraphs lists the Pirates as the second most likely team to win the NL Central. They have a 45.6% chance of making the playoffs, which puts them 6th in the National League. There are 6 playoff teams. So as of right now, Fangraphs, if the season ended on day 0, the Pirates are in. Pirates are in that last spot.
We did it.
we did it. Ben, extension season for Ben. Forget
Hang
Connor
the
Griffin.
banner. Hang the banner.
Extend Ben.
No, so I'm super excited for this year though. And like we got lots of stuff coming for you guys. Like I said, the post game shows are always so much fun. So after you're done watching the team, head over here. We're gonna give you live reactions, whether it's fun, whether it's not fun. It could be a party, it could be a therapy session. We're here for it all. If we win, we give away Permani Brothers sandwiches. Every Monday through Friday, we got Alex's new show, which if you caught his announcement today, he's starting up a new Substack. So check that out. So he's going to be covering the Pittsburgh Pirates this year. So we'll have him, in the press box, in the clubhouse, around the team. And he's going to be giving you a daily 15-minute show Monday through Friday, every single day on the YouTube channel or on the podcast platform. We just announced also we're teaming up with Bucks on Deck. Anthony Murphy and I, we're doing a weekly prospect show starting this Saturday. Every Saturday, episode will drop Saturday morning to just highlight a prospect in the system. So something that I'm really excited about because, it gives us a little bit more prospect coverage for you guys. And Bucko Brew Monday mornings, NS9 Lives every week on Wednesdays or Thursdays, whenever the Pirates are off. It's going to be a fun season, guys. I'm excited.
Yes, sir. There it is. The Bucks on Deck. I'm excited for that show. We'll have some prospects on, right? You and Anthony Murphy talking some prospects, also having some of the prospects on and talk about them. I'm excited for this season, regardless of what we just said right now. I can still be excited for the season and still watch them have 84 wins and miss the playoffs. And also, I want them to make the playoffs. But again, 84 wins is a blessing right now. I've been praying for times like this for a decade. So I can also enjoy this, even if they miss out the playoffs. There's still brighter days ahead of them. When Connor Griffin signs the extension and plays on April 9th, of course, helps me win the over-unders and makes Tyler look stupid. These are all fun things. When Paul Skenes wins MVP, right? These are all fun things. This is a team, like it's again, like think about this. Like this is a team that could have someone in the Cy Young conversation, in the Rookie of the Year conversation, in the Manager of the Year conversation. Like that's not out of any realm of possibility. The Pirates can come close to sweeping awards at the end of the year. This is going to be a fun year, and we're going to help make it fun as well. So join the ride. And also April 18th, we'll be in Pittsburgh for Paulski's Bobblehead Night. NS9 Tailgate, also sponsored by Permani Brothers. We'll have free sandwiches there as well. The Pirates don't even have to win. If you show up and you're one of the early ones, it's first come, first serve. We'll have a lot of sandwiches. We always do. But you come there, you'll get some free sandwiches. Everyone gets a Paul Skenes bobblehead. So it doesn't matter if you're there first in line, or you're there 38,000th in line. Yeah, get one. We got tickets right here in the description. Buy tickets, $10 preloaded. So, you get your ticket, go in the stadium, you sit among us. We have a good time. We have all the food that we talked about last week. And then we go on the field and take a group picture. So it'll be a good time. And that's just one of a few things we have lined up. There's still more announcements coming, guys.
Can't wait.
Ty?
I'm excited to just talk real baseball again, fellas. Let's ride. We're here. We made it.
That's it.
Starts tomorrow.
It does.
Buckle up, folks.
Actually, it starts tomorrow. That's not sinking in yet. I and Doug, I think, will be on the post-game show tomorrow, right?
Yep, you and Doug,
So-
post-game show, first post-game show of the season, and then also we'll have a new episode of Offbeat tomorrow morning coming
That's
out.
right.
So,
That's right. Alex gave you the 3 reasons why they won't make the playoffs, which is Tyler and I side with. And tomorrow will be the 3 reasons why they do, So I like that. And that's, I guess where Jim sides. It'll be wrong, but yeah. So listen to Alex tomorrow. Watch the game. Watch Doug and I, the post-game show. Hopefully we're giving away Permane Brothers sandwiches. And then maybe another announcement for another show coming up here with Ty soon. We'll keep that in the bag for now. But all right, let's get out of here. Enough talking. We appreciate you all. Follow along. Make sure you like, subscribe, do all the fun stuff. Follow us on all of our socials, right? We got our YouTube, we got our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Discord. Just follow us everywhere and enjoy this ride. We out, guys.
we're out. Let's go Bucks.
Peace out, Girl Scouts.
Bye-bye.
All right, that wraps up this episode of North Shore 9. Thanks so much for tuning in. Whether you're listening on the podcast or catching us on YouTube, if you enjoyed the show, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It really helps us grow. And if you're listening on the podcast, a quick review goes a long way in helping others find the show. Plus, be sure to tell a friend about us. There's always room for more here in the NS9 community. And for those looking to support us a little more, consider joining our Patreon, become an MVP member, and get exclusive perks while helping us continue to bring you more of the Pirates content you love. Thanks again for all your support, and let's go Bucks.